911. What's the address of the emergency?
709 Wagner Drive.
Okay, the fraternity house?
Yes. What is it?
Calm down. Take a deep breath. Okay, now what happened?
Okay, what is the spare bedrooms in the house?
Yes?
Somebody just opened up the door, and there's a dead girl inside of it.
Okay. You sure that she's dead?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, stay on the line with me. Do not hang up.
I remember him saying to me, "Do you have a daughter, Samantha Spady?" And I remember all the life that you have just being sucked out of you at the time. Because I knew he wasn't there to tell me that she won the lottery. I knew that there is only bad news.
America's universities are both a snapshot of society at large and a laboratory of the future. It's on campuses like these that society's trends and taboos are teased out and magnified. Our love-hate relationship with alcohol is no exception, and the combination of alcohol, newfound freedom, and post-adolescent hormones is often a volatile mixture.
Sure, it's the best bar. There we go.
Bubble out.
There we go.
College is all about drinking. Binge
Wait,
drinking
golden
at
flat.
that.
I go to school all week, and then he picks me up on Thursday afternoon, and I spend 72 hours straight getting drunk. And then I go back to school for 4 more days. Then I repeat the cycle all semester long, all year long, all of college long.
A lot of college kids' activities are based around alcohol. And yeah, you might have one bad night where you go out and get wasted and you feel like crap the next day, but you don't feel that way, the next week. And hey, if a bunch of your friends are going out, might as well go out and do it too.
When she was checked on and was breathing shallow, basically her body was losing its ability to function, the brain to tell the body what to do. She needed to be transported right away to a hospital.
Nobody should ever have to die from alcohol poisoning. And I just want them to, I'm not trying to kill your college experience, I just want you to survive it. And watch out for each other.
"55% of college students involved in clubs, teams, and organizations experience hazing. 9 out of 10 students who have experienced hazing behavior in college do not consider themselves to have been hazed. Most frequently reported hazing behaviors are participating in a drinking game at 26%, sing or chant in a public situation by themselves at 17%. By show of hands, who here knows of someone who has been hazed? Look around the room. Now I'll ask this question again at the end and we'll see what happens. In the past, hazing practices were typically considered harmless pranks or comical antics associated with young men in fraternities. Does anyone know what FIPG is? It is the Fraternal Information Programming Group, and they are in place to provide information to the Greek community on risk management policies. They define hazing as actions taken or situations created intentionally, whether on or off fraternity premises, to produce mental or physical discomfort, embarrassment, harassment, or ridicule. Such activities may include but are not limited to the following: use of alcohol, paddling in any form, creation of excessive fatigue, physical and psychological shocks, quests, treasure hunts, scavenger hunts, road trips, or any other such activities carried on, outside, or inside the confines of the chapter house. Illinois law states a person commits hazing who knowingly requires the performance of any act by a student or other person in a school, college, university, or other educational institution of this state for the purpose of induction or admission into any group, organization, or society associated or connected with that institution if A. the act is not sanctioned or authorized by that education institution, and B. the act results in bodily harm to any person. The sentence is a Class A misdemeanor, except for hazing that results in death or great bodily harm is a Class 4 felony. A Class A misdemeanor results in under 1 year in jail, up to a 2-year probation period, and $2,500 in fines. A Class 4 felony is no less than 1 year and no more than 3 years in jail, 2.5 years probation, 1 year supervision release, and $25,000 in fines. This law was put into place because of the Western Illinois University lacrosse team for hazing a player to death. At our institution, hazing incidences are processed like other violations to the Conduct Code. This involves a hearing and possible sanctions. Because hazing is against the law in Illinois, it adds another legal dynamic to the issue when being processed on campus. The Fraternity and Sorority Program Director, Dean Harwood, is currently working on new protocols to address hazing incidences. There is an online system for students to report hazing incidences that can be utilized by all organizations. I will read you a saying and I will need you to decide if it is a myth or a fact. Hazing is a problem for fraternities and sororities only. Myth or fact? It is a myth. Hazing is a societal problem. They have been frequently documented in the military, athletic teams, marching bands, religious cults, professional schools, and other types of clubs and/or organizations. High school hazing is also on the rise. Hazing is an act of power and control over others. Myth or fact? It is a fact. Hazing is premeditated and not accidental. It is abusive, degrading, and often life-threatening. Hazing is an effective way to teach respect and develop discipline. Myth or fact? It is a myth. Respect must be earned, not taught. Victims of hazing rarely report having respect for those who have hazed them. Just like other forms of victimization, hazing breeds mistrust, apathy, and alienation. If someone agrees to participate in an activity, it can't be considered hazing. Myth or fact? It is a myth. In states that have laws against hazing, consent of the victim can be used as a defense in a civil suit. This is because even if someone agrees to participate in a potentially hazardous action, it may not be true consent when considering the peer pressure and desire to belong to the group. Take a look at the following questions. If the answer to any of these questions is yes, the activity is probably hazing. Looking back at past activities, could you answer yes to any of these? Try to ask yourself some of these questions before your next activity.
Assume the position.
Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I know a majority of you are familiar with the film Animal House, so let's look at the hazing activity questions again to see if any of them apply. Which questions would have a yes? As you can see, there are 3 types of hazing. Subtle hazing are actions that are against school and organization standards of conduct, behavior, and good taste. Examples are ostracizing a student from activities, calling names, silence periods, requiring students to call members Mr. or Miss, scavenger hunts, phone duty or cleaning duty, requiring students to carry objects, scaring students about initiation, deprivation of privileges, deception, assigning demerits, and social isolation of new members. Harassment hazing is anything that causes mental anguish or physical discomfort to a student. Examples of this are verbal abuse, questioning under pressure, requiring ridiculous costumes to be worn, stunts or skits with demeaning messages, services performed such as personal errands, threats, sleep deprivation, and expectations of harassment towards others. Bodily harm or violent hazing is any action that may cause physical punishment or bodily harm. Examples are declothing, hitting or punching, with or without an object, physical torture, force of alcohol or drug consumption, and even branding. Now I'll ask you the same question from before again. How many of you know someone who has been hazed?
Sharon, Harold, Will, Chris, Jacob.
What are you doing?
I'm memorizing all the names on the company roster so I can introduce myself to all of them.
Oh, no. Intern Meg, that is not how we play.
Why not?
This is the Golden Grace period. You know all of them, and none of them know you.
So
we can use that to mess with all of them.
And that's okay.
Absolutely. They are never going to respect you unless they know you can destroy them. Let's begin.
Hey. Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
There's like 20 cops looking for you downstairs.
Oh my god, Spring Break 2005 has finally caught up with me.
If you give me 20 bucks, I won't tell them where you are. Oh my god, Will!
Yeah?
It's me, Christine, from Tuesday night. We made out at the bar and then took it to the men's bathroom.
Will! You're married, man!
I don't even know who this is.
She knows your name!
You, Paul.
What?
You have the mark of the beast. You must cleanse your soul in baptism or be lost to the demon.
Oh god! I knew it!
Fountain in the lobby's a good bet.
It's scary how fast you learned that.
I had a quick roommate. So can I please start introducing myself to people now?
Yes, just go slow out there, kid.
Hey!
Hi, sweetie.
Hey.
Do any of these questions apply to the elevator clip? If so, which ones? These are only a few things that hazing can destroy. Can you think of any more? I hope this presentation gave you a different insight on hazing that will help you recognize hazing in some of your activities. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact the Health Education Resource Center at this address or phone number.